What up? Eric here. Eric the Conqueror. Facebook.com/Eric the Conqueror. Or YouTube.com/user/ the Sandman047. And I went to save on right now because I was getting a few things like I was getting some tzatziki sauce to make some wraps. I really love wraps lately, and I saw this I don't know this is this guy in a wheelchair, and I don't know what's wrong with him, but he asked me for some change, and I respectfully declined to give him some change, but I thought I'd do him one better. So here I got a Mars bar, because everybody deserves a treat now and then. A sandwich, a water bottle, and some chewing gum and some napkins. So I made this man a little grab bag, so I'm gonna go give it to him and maybe we can learn his story. If he lets me film, I'll ask him his story, and let's see what he says. We're just gonna go back. So this guy was at the front, so we're gonna find out what his story is, and hopefully he doesn't mind. Let's find out what the hell what this is all about. Wonder what people think. Yeah, so we're about to meet this young man. Hey, you mind if I film?
Huh?
You mind if I film you?
No, I don't.
No? I was actually gonna bring you some food and get your story about.
Oh, I don't want it.
No?
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Well, he respectfully declined our story. It's all good. Is that cool, man?
What?
Is that cool, man?
Yeah.
Awesome. And it's all good. And I don't know. We're not sure what exactly he needed the money for. But either way, instead of giving him cash, we gave him some food. And well, I gave him some food, but you're with me. And I don't know. He wouldn't let me film. So I don't know really what the deal is with that. And I don't know. So whatever. I did something nice. Anyways, now I'm heading over to another store to get a couple maps and some pictures or something to brighten up. If you've been watching, sometimes I go visit my grandfather, who's actually in a hospice. So he needs some stuff in his room to brighten his day up, and to personalize his space a little bit. And it's and I find that if you don't have that, it kind of becomes like where you live, if you don't personalize a little bit, it becomes kind of what's the word for it? A cell. And nobody wants to live in a cell. And I just think it's cool. I'm gonna bring him a map, maybe a map of Canada, and show him where he lives, and just to bring him some sanity, right? And because he's always wondering, where the fuck am I? Where am I? Blah blah blah. So now maybe if I give him a map, he'll be a little bit more sane. And it's just my way of helping, I suppose. And it's just I just think it's a cool thing to do. It's all good though. And that's all I wanted to say really at the moment. I wanted to say I'm not really a fan of giving panhandlers money. When possible, I will give them food or water at the very minimum. But that's about it. I never give change out. I don't want them to I'm not judging people for panhandling for money so they can shoot up. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't concern me. You can shoot up if you want. But personally, I'd rather help somebody by giving them something tangible, like a meal, or something good. Something nice that somebody will actually something that'll actually help these people, as opposed to just send them down the hole more and more. And whatever, I don't know. And that's all I wanted to say, really. And you know, these people, like, you know, if you were ever depressed at home or ever, just personalize a little bit. Put up a picture, put up an art piece. It really helps quite a bit. It's like, I don't know what the word for it is. Like, would you rather be in a vibrant, colorful environment, or would you rather be in this dark gray, like, cesspool of, like, depression? I don't know. It doesn't have to be depression. Like, some people actually like plain areas. Like, I love sleek. I like my room being sleek and stuff. But, you know, I do like the occasional art piece. And, you know, I think it's important that we express ourselves and understand the expressions of other people as well. And sometimes in order to do that, we have to look at art. And it doesn't have to be art that we find aesthetic. It's like, you know what I mean by aesthetic? Like, it doesn't have to be clean cut art. It just has to be an expression of somebody else's emotion that you can try to decipher. And I just think that's a critical what's the word for it I'm looking for? Critical aspect of life. It's just, we live life through other people for the most part. Like, yeah, we can say we live for ourselves, but the expression of life is still not complete unless we express it through other people. We are even born through another human being. We pass through our mother's womb, and that is how we enter this world. And it's just like, it just gets me how interconnected we are. And I was watching this piece on music the other day, and we all think that we're all like independent and not connected at all. But then we find out that I can listen to somebody's music. Somebody played the guitar or piano or whatever, or orchestrated this music, or even if it's dubstep. I don't like, even if you like dubstep, that's cool. And somebody still created that art, and somebody still created that music. And playing that music, the vibrations go through the air into your ear, and then your ear vibrates, and that causes certain chemicals in your brain to get released. So, by somebody else's emotional physiological response is creating a physiological response in my brain, and I just think that's magnificent. And people say, "Oh yeah," I mean, yeah, it is. It's magic. It's the magic of music and the magic of self-expression and art and all this, like, and all that is. And it's just amazing how interconnected we are. And like, I can create this, and you're watching this, and you could, like, maybe you'll have an epiphany or something. I don't know. Like, I know that sometimes I've turned on certain music, and like, it incites emotion inside me, and that gets my thought pattern processing, and that music in essence implants ideas in my brain. Like Inception is real. Inception is real, and it's concrete, and it happens every day to us, be it through like subliminal music, subliminal messages in our media, which is all fucked up, but it's actually pretty, like, it's interesting to decipher and then see that it's there. And also through like more contemporary means, as in like, oh, here's some classical music, it'll make you feel good or it'll make you calm. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, and it's just, it changes our heartbeat, it changes the way we think, it causes some tightness in our throat sometimes, and that's just like, you know, those are just a few things. Like, it causes this tingly feeling, and like this feeling of euphoria in that resonates through your body, and like some of it's sexual, and it's just all this fucking energy just resonating through people and into people and transferring to people, and it's just, and even objects, and like the speaker plays the music for you, and like that resonates your ear. It's just fascinating to me. It's all just like one long kinetic chain of energy, and that just changes and changes and changes and changes, and it's all motion. We can say that, oh, sound energy isn't really motion energy, but it is. It's the waves moving through the air. It's the airwaves vibrating and resonating, and that's just, you know, it still is motion. And and that's also where it comes from. Like, when an art piece moves you, or when a piece of music is moving, that's what they mean. It's just, it resonates something deep inside your core, and it just blasts your mind.